How many pastors have got up on stage, you think, and said, hey, AI is coming?
Mhm.
And a lot of y'all are going to replace if you don't skill up. I would say zero. Absolutely none. How many churches have had conversations about crypto? Crypto is scary to a lot of people. It still is. They don't know what it is. Meanwhile, all the big banks are investing in crypto and stable coins and, digital money, basically, right? Again, this is going to get me sent to hell. We need to close the Bible a couple weeks out the month and actually just open like the Wall Street Journal or something.
I agree. I think that it's long past time that we start having conversations. And I think that our churches that are having some of that conversation, maybe not about AI and crypto, certainly that would be cutting edge. I think not just in churches, not just in the black church, but in the black community at large, we have started talking about financial literacy as if it's the goal. If your kids only learn to read, how long would you apply them? We need to be getting our graduate degrees in financial mastery, understanding how to not just have a good credit score and start an LLC, but how can we start to, I think something like 80% of black businesses, no, it's more closer, it's over 90% of black businesses do not employ more than 2 people, right? So we're all solopreneurs out here hustling, trying to get support from each other, right? And what we really need are corporations. We need Targets.
Yes.
We need our own Walmarts.
Walmarts.
We need our own Procter and Gambles. We don't have enough of the financial infrastructure, both mentally and financially, to be able to do that. And I think the church represents a foundational piece of that. You talked about AI replacing people's jobs, but AI is also making people millionaires.
100%.
Because it's possible to be able to shorten the curve, to be able to compress time and be able to create wealth that would have taken you a year, 5, 10 years to be able to do.
A ton of money.
You can do those things now. And then for those who have businesses that have employees, it's incumbent. I work with people who are satisfied with making $1, $2, $3 million a year in their business. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Pretty good amount.
There's nothing wrong with that. But if you have the capacity to make 10, 100, or $1 billion, that's what we need. We need more of those companies in our churches and in our communities. And that starts with a mindset and understanding to be able to embrace the possibilities, the potential that's there, and to recognize, most of all, we've been talking about it all night, that God is not against you being wealthy, that God does not need you or require you to be poor for him to bless you with favor and to look at you with approval. You are not validated for your poverty and your lack.